Good morning. So we're at Granite Lakes Trailhead, just outside of North Bend, Washington, and got a nice vault toilet here and a parking lot for 40 cars. But this should be really fun. And the foxglove is in bloom. Oh, that's a neat little bench. Wow, foxglove is everywhere. Alright, so we have a trail sign here. Show you the map. So we can hike to Granite Lakes and then Thompson Lake if we want to. So there's where we are. And here's Granite Lakes. Oh, Thompson Lake is an extra 2 miles, so that'd be extra 4 miles. Yeah, we can do that. Granite Creek Trail, open to hiking, closed to all others. And it is going to be in the low 80s today. Right now it's probably 60. Feels good. And we got a decent start, so we're hoping to avoid most of the heat. Alright, but I will start this again when we get away from the parking lot. Here's a neat little sitting area viewpoint people have made. Wow. Oh, it's a bench. Gosh, that is way cool. 2 of them. And look at what you get to see. Yeah, this is a really fun trail so far. It's definitely getting warm, but glad we started early when we did, or fairly early. Yeah, it's really neat. Whoever made these benches carved out seats. All right, we are just over 1.5 miles. Another bench, and this is the connector trail. So it's the Granite Creek connector parking. And there's only room there for like 5 cars. Surprisingly. Not very big. But we are still on the Granite Creek Trail. And so far the trail has been super nice. Minimal rocks, no roots. Nice and wide. But we've gained 800 feet of elevation from the parking lot to the connector trail. So the connector trail is 2.1 miles, so it's like 1/2 mile longer, so it's not going to be as steep the first part. Oh, it's neat. Had a handful of people pass us. Not too busy though on the trail so far today. So this looks like it used to be a road. I mean, look how wide this is. I bet it was a logging road or fire road or something. And the river down there is raging. We're hoping we get close to it eventually. It's got to come out of the lakes we're going to, or part of it. All right, here's a little overlook of the river. Pretty neat. We came around the corner to this. So there's a lot of snow melt still, probably for another week or two. So we've gained about 1,000 feet in elevation now and went 2 miles. So doing good. Looking forward to the lake, the first lake. Our first bridge, and look at the awesome bench they have down there. Wow. Oh, downstream is neat. So I have my selfie stick. I wondered if we were going to cross that river. So it's gotten a little rockier, but it's still not too bad. Now this would be good water to filter, drink. Oh, look at this viewpoint. We're like 3.5 miles in. 1,800 feet up in elevation. So on the other side of that ridge, you can see I-90 if we were over there. And I'm impressed with how fast the snow has melted. That is awesome. The creek is down there. But you can kind of see how it looks like we're on an old road. There's like I call them non-native trees. Maybe they're native. They're not fir trees though. Definitely a tiring trail. It's warm. A lot of water crossings though, which is nice. Like this was, I don't count this as a water crossing. We probably crossed half a dozen streams, creeks that you could filter water and drink it. We made it to the split. So straight ahead is Thompson Lakes and Granite Lakes. It's this way. So we have 7/10 of a mile. And we think we're going to lose maybe 200 feet, 1 to 200 feet in elevation to get down to it. Hopefully no more than that. Let me see how many miles that was to the junction. So that was 4.1 miles to the junction. So that's farther than the map says. So we're going to do almost 10 miles today. It'd be 4.8 to the lake roughly, if that's right. If it's 7/10 of a mile now. Alright, I'm going to turn this off so we can make some time. Alright, this is our biggest water crossing yet. that almost looks like an old road bed right there, that rock. Surely it's not. Oh, that is neat. Alright, I'm gonna pick my way across to over there. Alright, I think we are almost there. Might have 1/10 of a mile, maybe 2 or 3 minutes walking. Wow, look down the valley. That is neat. I think we've been told there's like one person here, so there'll be 3 of us here. That's it. Should be nice and quiet. The 7/10 of a mile spur to the lake is definitely rocky compared to the rest of the trail. This must be our last down section. Alright, better stop this. Alright, we made it to the lake. We're having Parmesan noodles today. Alright, here's our Parmesan pasta. Actually turned out pretty good, it looks like. Yeah, let it soak a bit. Alright, lunch is over. Some video of the lake. The people here left. We got some new people coming. But look at these flower things coming out. Oh, this is so neat. Our little shade tree gave us shade during lunch. All right. I think I'll wait to go down to the water until we put our backpacks on. Need my hiking poles. Oh wow, look at these little flowers. Neat. These are pretty cool too. I mean, look at that. I don't know what they are. They come out of the grass. It almost looks like a yucca, but it's not. Wow. So neat. So that's where we came from. Oh, I really want to go down here, but I don't want to risk it yet. All right, I'm all packed up from lunch and made it down to the water. Standing on these rocks. Oh, that is so neat. Big old mountain in front of us. So it sounds like there's a creek over there. Here, rushing water. I also wonder if there's one over there. Surprised there's no birds. Oh, this is so neat. I don't know where to point the camera. Look at that. Gotta love these mountain lakes. So this lake is not as blue as the other ones. It's more green. I think it's getting reflection though from the surrounding walls at this point. Rock sticking up is neat. So I think that's Thompson Point straight ahead. You could there's a trail, you can go up top of it. Or it's that. I can't imagine it's that though. Because the Thompson Lake is that way over the saddle. Oh, I can stand here all day. Some water bugs for sure. They're not really bothering me though. Oh, I just don't know where to point the camera. Apologize for moving too much. It's a really neat looking dead tree over there. Branches sticking out of the top. All right, so this is we're leaving the lake and we just went through some boulders and you got some more rocks that you got to walk through. It's the only really sketchy area. See how muddy it is right now too. So you don't want to get bogged down in the mud. But that's the outflow from the lake. Actually, it's going to the next lake. There's a lower Granite Lake right down that way. It would not be easy to get to, I don't think. But once we get by this, it's all easy. All right, we made it back to the hardest stream crossing. And that looks like a road pavement bridge right there. Unless it's just a smooth stone, but it looks really flat. There are so many stream crossings. I forgot about this one. I thought we were done. Yeah, this trail is definitely steep in this section. Be nice to get out of this gravelly, rocky part of it. Back to the dirt and duff. I think we're crossing the bridge soon. And it just gets easier. We are walking near the stream again. I think it's Granite Creek, but I think we're going to be crossing it soon and going over to the other side. Making good time going down. Trail's gotten a lot easier. We must have had 12 to 15 creek crossings on this hike. It's really fun. So on the way back, I just step in the water. It feels good. I mean, my shoes are waterproof, but you could feel the cold water through the fabric. And it's nice to get them clean too. I think we only stopped once on the way down to pet a dog. So neat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the bridge crossing. And then I think we have, gosh, I want to say 1 3/4 maybe. Pretty sure it's less than 2 miles. The junction was 1.5 miles, was it? Yeah, this is a fun hike too. If you want to get away from people, minimal people on this trail. I mean, the parking lot only holds like 40 cars. So on a day when it's not even full, I wonder if we've seen 20 people total, and that includes seeing them twice, counting them twice. And the trail's really wide, super nice. It is nice hearing the sound of the creek as you hike. I like this part of the hike. Trail is really nice. We're into big trees and there's lots of shade and it's not too steep. So we have like 1.9 miles to go to the parking lot. One more hour max. And the creek is now on our right side for the rest of the hike. It's a long way down. So we just passed the trail connector, maybe 1/10 of a mile back, and I love this section of trail. It's super nice tread, tall trees, and you hear the creek. It's really fun. This is the part I would love to push Zoe on the stroller. So I could basically push her 2 miles on this trail if we ever wanted to try, before it got too rocky and bumpy. But it's basically, I think it took us 3.5 hours to go up with all our stops. It's gonna take us only 2.5 hours to get down. There are some gigantic old growth stumps of trees they cut down back in the day. I mean, look at this one. And that one. And there's the creek. Such a neat creek. I call it a river though. It's got a lot of water in it. Hey, look at that one, that stump. Alright, this is pretty funny. So there's a rock coming up on the left, and somebody drew a face, and so see when you can see the face. See the two eyes and the nose and a mouth. Pretty neat. We are back to the foxglove that is blooming. So basically, they sell that at some nurseries. Some people think it's a weed, and maybe it is a weed. It's very, it'll take over areas. It's kind of neat though. And look at those berries, oh my gosh. I want to eat some. There's some white ones. So we are going to be back to the parking lot in a couple of minutes. Oh, that's a neat one. And it looks like we did 9 miles and 2,400 feet of elevation gain. Yeah, these are really tall. They're taller than me. So foxglove loves sun. What a hike. Here's the trail kiosk. So we actually did 10 miles and 2,400 feet of elevation gain. I said 9 earlier. Yeah, look at that foxglove straight in front of us. It's all lots of purple, pink. They drop a lot of seeds. That is neat. Wow, what a hike. So you need a Discover Pass to park here. Basically a Washington State Park Pass. $30 a year. Oh, that's a neat one. I like it when they have spots like that in the inside the flower. But there's the vault toilet and here's the parking lot. I'm not sure I got that this morning. But hope you enjoyed the video. We had last weekend off because of the weather. So it definitely feels good to be hiking again. And getting out. Not many people left here though. There's the Project M. So I've spent one night in it so far. But I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.